But then when I asked about joining, this woman says to me, said there's a 5-year waiting list. I'll tell you, sweetheart, I don't know about some of the people out here. Hello?
Oh, go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah. He's an old flame, isn't he?
Who?
The guy at the table sitting with the blonde. What do you say? What do you say we give him something to really think about? Hmm? Well, this is disgusting.
What now?
We have to fight fire with fire, Logan. Bear with me.
Fight fire with fire? How?
Well, I can't see where Pierre's going to be able to seat us. Only next to this amorous couple over here. What the hell? That's Brooke and Ridge. Brooke.
Eric!
What's going on here?
Dad, this is not what it looks like.
Is that right? Well, why don't you tell me exactly what it is?
Yes, I can explain later, though. Let's not make a scene here. Hello, Mother.
Hello, Ridge. Brooke?
Sweetheart, really, there is an explanation.
I sure as hell hope so.
Of course there is. Look, why don't you two have dinner? That's what you came for. I'll take Brooke home. Waiter, excuse me. Would you bring us our check and reset this table for my parents?
Right away, monsieur.
What is going on over there?
This is priceless. You see the man? Young man?
Yes, he's the one you used to date.
Yes.
Does he have a name?
You know, that's really not important. You know, the woman that he's with is the other gentleman's wife.
Really?
It's quite interesting because the two men are father and son.
Oh, hell.
Thank you. Would you like a drink?
No, actually, I don't want to drink.
If you don't want to stay for dinner, it's perfectly fine with me.
No, of course we'll stay for dinner.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say.
Well, you don't, do you? You don't understand any of this.
How is everything?
Well, it seems we've found ourselves a table, yeah.
Eric, let me fix something delicious, and I promise your evening will get much better.
Thank you. Let's hope so.
What a coincidence.
The timing was incredible. Or was it more than a coincidence, Ridge?
Logan, why in hell would I deliberately pull a prank like that?
Oh, I don't know. I just can't believe this. How am I going to explain this to Eric?
Come on, let's not blow it out of proportion, Elle.
No, I was just dressed in a formal, kissing you in a restaurant when my husband walked in. How could my husband possibly blow something as innocent as that out of proportion?
the bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by honey-made Grahams from Nabisco. No matter what you call them, they're delicious.
So he fell asleep in his high chair?
Right in the middle of dinner.
Oh, I'm tired little guy.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Forrester called.
Really? What did he want?
Just to tell you he wouldn't be home for dinner.
Did he say where he'd be?
No. I assume he's working late.
All right, thanks, Julie. That'll be all.
Good night.
As they say, the best defense is a strong offense.
I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means.
I wonder if he was going to even mention taking Stephanie to Pierre's for dinner.
Don't get into that.
I have to come up with some strategy. Believe me, Eric's going to want some answers.
Just tell him the truth. Tell him I kissed you to make Taylor jealous.
Yeah, I suppose I could.
Logan, it's the only way to handle this.
Then that leaves only one question.
No, it doesn't. Dad and Mother were not up to anything. He was just trying to be supportive.
Well, I've never seen him this supportive before.
That's because she was the woman scorned. The divorcee from hell.
She was a totally different person. That is precisely my point.
Wait, I don't follow you.
Ridge, your mother is a very attractive woman. Now she's kind, friendly, generous. Totally the opposite of the way she used to be. I'll bet you that's the way she was when Eric first fell in love with her.
Eric.
Yes.
Never mind.
No, what is it? You were going to say something?
Well, it's really none of my business, and maybe it won't help at all my telling you this, but I have a certain perspective on this evening.
Taylor, are you telling me that the guy sitting at that table is married to that young, beautiful blonde who was sitting at that table a little while ago?
Yes.
And that the guy that she was with is this man's son?
Yes, again.
Whoa. Oh, pretty obvious what's going on there, isn't it?
You tell me.
Well, I mean, the woman, what did you say her name was?
Brooke.
Brooke. Apparently, Brooke is having an affair with this guy's son.
I don't know if I would believe that.
Well, you saw the two of them together. There was a very strong attraction.
He wouldn't do something like that, though.
Well, I don't know, wherever he is. I mean, you dated him, you liked him, but from where I sat, that man has got a case on that woman.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. There is a lot of history between the two of them. I do know that.
Is there?
Do you mind if we leave?
Not at all. I'll just get the check. Do you want to say hello to those people before we go? Apparently you know them too.
No, they haven't seen me, so I think I'd just like to go.
And so I walked out right in the middle of the speech. There just wasn't anything else I could do.
Must have been so embarrassing.
Nope. My first son was being born. Embarrassment was not part of my repertoire. Stephanie, you said that you have a certain perspective about what happened here tonight with Brooke and Ridge.
You really want to get into that?
Yes, I think it would help.
It seems to me that you bring something into Brooke's life that she can't get from any other man. That's what you need to focus on if this marriage is really important to you. As far as Ridge goes, he's young. And he's like Brooke. I mean, they're both beautiful. It would be unrealistic of you not to think that they wouldn't enjoy each other's company.
They were doing much more than that tonight.
I know. And on the face of it, you have every reason in the world to be upset. On the other hand, you have every reason not to be. You give to Brooke something that Ridge will never be able to give her. Experience, wisdom, the security of having a lived life. That's very important to a woman. It's important to a man, too, I imagine.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So there you have it. If Ridge and Brooke share an impulsive moment together from time to time, believe me, it is fleeting and not worth worrying about. You're beyond that, Eric. Jealousy should never be a part of your life. You have too much invested in yourself to react that way. There's no need to. Brooke will be a part of your life as long as you want her to be.
You know, it's interesting. I'm rediscovering some things about you, Stephanie, that I had forgotten.
What things?
How good a friend you can be. You and I were very good friends at one time, you know.
Were we?
Yes.
Well, that's nice. Let's make a toast to friendship. May it grow, and may it last.
So, how are you going to deal with Dad?
I'll do what you suggested. I'll tell him the truth.
And stay clear of the issue of Mother? Brooke,
I can't make any promises.
you're going to cause an argument, and that's not necessary.
I don't want to argue. I just have a few questions.
Questions are how battles begin. Look, why don't I stay here and wait for Dad, and I'll explain this whole mess.
No. No, I want to talk to your father alone. I think you should go home. I'll see you in the morning. Thanks, Ridge.
You know, there's something I'm still curious about. Why did you invite me out to dinner tonight?
Free meal?
Free meal.
Well, can you think of a better reason?
No. Free meal sounds good.
Well, that was certainly a delightful and different evening.
Well said.
Well, it could have been a disaster.
I'd never let that happen to you.
You know, you have no idea of the significance of what went on tonight.
I'm not sure I want to.
You don't. And anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Why do you say that?
Because, believe it or not, I made a decision tonight.
A decision?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to hear it?
Where's Judy?
She's asleep.
Good. Then we can talk privately. Sit down, Brooke. You want to explain to me what went on tonight?
Ridge and I went to dinner, and he saw Taylor in the restaurant.
Taylor?
Dr. Hayes, the woman he's been seeing?
I know who she is.
You didn't see her there?
No?
Well, she was there with her ex-husband. And Ridge wanted to impress them, I guess, so he kissed me.
To make Taylor jealous?
Yeah. Eric, that is what happened.
It's a little strange that I didn't see Taylor there.
Well, she was sitting across the room.
I still find it kind of strange I didn't see her.
Are you saying you don't believe me?
Whether I believe you, Brooke, is not the issue. You shouldn't have been carrying on like that in public, with my son, no less. I mean, what are people going to think?
What are they going to think when they see you having dinner with Stephanie?
She and I weren't making a spectacle of ourselves, Brooke. I don't think it's comparable.
Oh, Eric, it happened so quickly.
Are you saying it was Ridge's fault?
No, it was nobody's fault. Ridge did it purely for Taylor's benefit.
All right. How is it that the two of you were at Pierre's dressed formally having dinner in the first place?
I wanted to get dressed up. The baby was sleeping, and I didn't want to go to eat alone, so I called Ridge.
Well, forgive me for asking the obvious question, but why didn't you call your husband?
My husband was with his ex-wife.
Brooke, why didn't you say something to me earlier?
What, you would have canceled on Stephanie?
Yes, I would have.
You said that it was important.
No, I told you that she said it was important.
Well, whatever. She still had you for the night.
Brooke, is this some kind of an attempt? Was this some kind of an attempt to get back at me? Is that why you asked Ridge to go out tonight?
Don't insult me any more than you already have, Eric.
I'm sorry. I just wish that you would have said something to me if you wanted to go out.
Yes, because apparently you wanted to go out too.
What does that mean?
You said you had to meet Stephanie about something important. You end up going out to dinner with her. Now, is that your plan for the evening? And if so, why didn't you mention it to me? And would you have mentioned it if I hadn't seen you tonight?
Brooke, this conversation is headed in a direction I think we're both going to regret, and I suggest we stop it. Right now.
So let's hear this decision.
The last few weeks, Blake, I have been keeping you very much at arm's length.
Oh, you're aware of that, are you?
And once again, you made a miserable evening a lovely one. You know something? I've learned something from this.
Let me guess. There was a very, very good reason that you and I were married at one time. And tonight you remembered what it was.
You were very good for me. At our very best, you were always very good for me.
We can be our very best again. Oh, and I think we're well on our way.